What up, y'all? I see some people already in here. Straight to the point. This guy gotta move. What's up with y'all? Brown Sugar, I see you in here. Ron, I see you in here. What's going down? Top of the morning to everybody. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in there, man. I see you in here. What's going on? Yeah, we got to talk about the subject is kind of mixed around, but I am talking about the Warriors a lot today, man, because got to talk about it, man. Definitely got to talk about it. What y'all think gonna happen to the Warriors? Are they still in good shape? Are the Warriors still in good shape? Because now we have a situation now where CP injury, as Carcino calls him. Shout out to Carcino. You think CP injury gonna help him? I highly doubt it. Because he was definitely on point with that one. He gets hurt every single year. It's something always bothering him. So that's a no-go, okay? We already know that's a no-go. Come back strong. What, you talking about? Are we talking about playoffs? Playoffs? We're talking about in the playoffs? No, absolutely not. Not. And as I told them, shout out to Herm, shout out to Matt, all them boys over there at Ticket TV live stream. I told them injuries are gonna play a factor. Everybody's always injury prone. Okay, yeah, we got Minnesota. And shout out to the brother Chilltown. I was watching his stream yesterday, and he was talking about Karl Anthony Towns, how big of a miss Karl Anthony Towns is going to be. And he definitely had a good point on that. He brought some points that made me look at things a little bit different. Not that I slept on Karl Anthony Towns, but I just felt like right now, Anthony Edwards is that guy right now, and he needed to step up in the playoffs. I'm talking about Karl Anthony Towns. Both of them do, really. But yeah, back to the Warriors. Now, my main question, though, I'm going to start off with is, Stephen A. Smith had got on his show, and he said five people deserve statues. And everybody's been in an uproar about role players getting statues or whatnot. Okay. And he brought up Klay, and he brought up Draymond, and I'm gonna take it a step further with KD. Okay, because I know that some people are like, nah, KD doesn't deserve a statue. But he did bring 2 titles there. He helped them bring 2 titles there. Okay, no matter the situation, no matter how you feel about it, no matter how emotional people get about him saying that's the weakest move and all this other stuff. It don't matter. He still helped bring a championship there. It's just like when they were talking about should he have his jersey retired and all that stuff, you know. Um, if they gave KD a statue there, I wouldn't have no problem with it. You know, now, did I like the move that he made? No, I personally didn't, but they were a juggernaut. They still won a championship. And there's nothing that we can do to erase history. You said role players shouldn't get statues. Dennis Rodman should. Dennis Rodman should. And Klay Thompson, I don't see Klay Thompson as a role player. I don't see Klay Thompson as a role player. Now Draymond, yes. Because you got to think about it, dude. You got to think about this too, Ted. Klay Thompson was one of the better two-way players in the league. There's an argument there because think about it like this, right? They have championships, right? They have championships. And Steph Curry has always said, what about Draymond, right? He said, I don't consider myself the point guard on the team. He said Draymond is. And then on top of that, we also gotta look at it from this standpoint too, all right? As much as I love Steph Curry, he didn't get all of the finals MVPs in the finals. He got one. Okay? And he always had a really good supporting cast in there. So and we also got to look at it like this too. There's been a lot of times where Klay Thompson has bailed out Steph Curry, both on offense and as well as defense. That's cap. Why wouldn't he deserve a statue? He was a beneficial portion of not only the Chicago Bulls as well as the Bad Boy Pistons. Yes, he does. Shit, I guarantee you, man, because you'll pick him up. Every team that he's won, with the exception of the Spurs and the Lakers, he's won a championship, and he's three-peated with one of them. Now, if you said somebody like Robert Horry, then yeah, okay, I can understand that. Michael Cooper, you know, a lot of people would say he does. Me, I'm kind of up in the air like that, and that's my favorite Laker of all time. Right, I got him in my starting five. I believe he does. You got to think about it, Ted. Listen, had it not been and Robin, that last run, they would have been out of it. Especially Rodman in the '96 finals against the Supersonics. I know I sound like a broken record. You know what I'm saying? You know, repetitive when I say that because I always say that. Rodman had a case for MVP in that series because Jordan shot very poorly in three of those games. Go look at his percentage. So Rodman does, you know, and I'm not saying that's the only case. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about how many times, you know, defensive player of the year, led the league in rebounding for, I think it was eight consecutive seasons, something like that. Now I know he didn't get think he only made the All Star like once, 1 or 2 times. But I don't. I look at it more. I look at the end result of everything. And check this out, right? Now that we on the subject, right? Now we know Giannis. We know Giannis should get a statue. Everybody knows that. I don't even know why I put that in the title, but Giannis should get a statue. The only reason I did mention that though is because Stephen A. had said Giannis, and he was talking about his accomplishment. But people got to realize that Giannis had a chance to leave Milwaukee. He had a chance to leave Milwaukee when he was growing frustrated and stuff, but he stuck by Milwaukee. Man, what is this guy doing? What you doing? Yeah, he made some key shots. He made key plays down the stretch. I always think about that '96 finals with the Supersonics, man. That Rodman was MVP, man. I've had people argue with me about that, but if you really go back and you go look at that, Chad, I want you to go back and just go look at that whole entire series again. I want you to watch all of the games. Yeah, but he put the clamp. Are you talking about in the '96 finals? You talking about when they played the Supersonics? Yeah, yeah. I mean, because you got to think about it, Ted. Go look at. See, that's what I was saying. Like Jordan, they were giving Jordan hell, man. Especially if people can sit up here and act like Jordan was just dominating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't quite like that, man. And I'm a Jordan fan. Peyton really was really he was getting in the chest of Jordan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he got injured, but they still would have won. And I put it to you like this, man. Sean Kemp, that dude was a beast, man. I wish Sean Kemp would have never got on drugs and all that other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish he'd have continued doing what he's doing, man. Sean Kemp would have been, man, if Sean Kemp would have at least got like 1, 2 championships, man, he would have had a case for being one of the best all-time power forwards. Him and LJ too, man. Which I thought was dumb. I thought that was very dumb, but you gotta think though, they also had Nate McMillan. They had an older Hersey Hawkins, and Sam Perkins. They had Deadlift. Yeah, they had a squad, man. Oh, he was drinking at halftime. Yeah, what's his name? Tony Dumas was doing that shit too. Yeah, Vin Baker. Yeah, yeah, Vin Baker was that guy, man. I remember Vin Baker. He was training Giannis too. He was helping train Giannis because Vin Baker had some moves, and Vin Baker had like that smooth game. Even though he was big, he had kind of that smooth game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was real smooth, especially when he played with the Bucks. Um, but check this out though, Ted, and everybody up in here, man. I'm gonna put you like this, right? Miami. When we talk about the Miami statue, okay, do Bosh do Bosh and LeBron deserve a statue? Because we already know Wade. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. But Stephen A. Smith was saying that Bron deserves a statue. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, then of course you got to throw Bosh in there too. But hey, at the same token, you got to throw them in there too, though. You listen, it can't just be okay. Wade and Bron, you got to throw Chris Bosh in there too. Because I mean, think about it. Y'all sit okay. Everybody sitting there and talk about Klay and Draymond and stuff like that. Listen, when you say the Warriors, you say Splash Brothers, right? That's what you say, right? That's what everybody say. They say Splash Brothers. They say Steph and Klay. You know what I'm saying? They say Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Some people say Bosh, Wade, and Bron. Wade, Bron, and Bosh. So you know why isn't Bosh when Udonis Haslam he brought up a good point about Bosh making the ultimate sacrifice. Come on now, let's keep it consistent now. Let's try to keep it consistent. And as you know, um, Steph Curry he suffered an injury last night. Kevin Love made sacrifice, lost pounds, and changed the game. Yeah, he did. Some people feel like some people have even said Kevin Love, and some people have said Kyrie because if Kyrie don't make that shot, Cleveland don't win, and plus you got to think Kyrie began his career there, and let's keep it a stack, right? Let's just keep it 100, Chad. Kyrie, as much as people want to sit here and try to do this, man, and try to say, oh yeah, Kyrie, we'll give him his flowers and stuff like that. Man, he was an afterthought in Cleveland because of the the dominance of attention that Bron had got. Okay, there's some people that even feel like Kyrie should have got the most valuable player, the MVP. I'm just keeping it 100, man. There's a lot of people feel like Kyrie should have got that shot because there's some people that feel like the block was just as important. There's some people that feel like the shot was just as important. But to me, because Bron did have he had a hell of a series, but so did Kyrie too. That could be argued. But listen, when it comes down to it and down the wire, and when you really look at it, because a lot of people really feel like that. They really feel like Kyrie should have got that MVP. Yeah, and they were, and then LeBron had came, but we also got to look at it from a standpoint of this too. It wasn't an overnight thing when Bron came back to Cleveland. I think that I'm not gonna say it was stupid what Bron did, but I think what he shouldn't have did though, Ted, was try to lose all that massive amount of weight that he did coming back from Miami. You remember when he lost all of that? Well, he lost quite a bit of weight and body fat trying to I guess he was trying to get lighter. Yeah, I think he had changed his diet or something like that. I think that was the dumbest thing he could have did. Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, and see, you might not think that that's a lot of weight for an NBA player, but it is. That's a lot of weight, especially for his stature, especially for his frame and stuff. I could see maybe about 15 pounds or something like that, but 30, that was a lot of weight, man. In now it the amount of time that he did it, it was healthy, but I don't think that he should have been. I think he should have held up with maybe a few more pounds. That's just my opinion. I felt like maybe, and then it started to kind of affect his play. He was even complaining about it. Yeah, but they all gained it back. You got to think about it, especially like the Europeans and stuff. Though, Chad, they they gained all that weight back though, because they drink. They drink and stuff. Like Luca. Luca and Joker and Dirk Nowitzki and all them. They be drinking, man. Back in the day, Peja Stojakovic and all them, Mono Ginobili, them guys drink like crazy, man. That's why Luca be coming in out of shape and stuff. Yeah, he love to drink and he love to, man, they be partying like crazy, man. They be partying like crazy. That whole Bulgaria, the Slovakia and Slovenia and Serbian. I actually met a guy that was Serbian before. Them guys are actually pretty cool people, man. But you'll be surprised, man. In that whole area of the world, man, it's a lot of war. That's all they think about is war. They're constantly going at it, man. And it's a lot of bad blood between the different countries in that area of the world. Yeah, man. But yeah, a lot of people feel like Kyrie should get a statue though, or should get credit for that. That shot too for the 2016. But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Bosh should get one. If you're gonna throw LeBron in there, you might as well, because you whether people want to sit here and be all LeBron the decision and all that other stuff, it was Wade's team, man. So just think about it, and I know this is gonna hurt some people's feelings. All right, D Wade still had to sign off on it. You know what I'm saying? He had the keys to the organization before they even came. Okay, I know everybody like Pat Riley and all that other stuff, but of course, and then of course, they had they had planned it out. You know what I'm saying? They was friends and all that. But either way, D Wade still had to be okay with it, whether people want to like it, try to. Um, yeah, Pat Riley is a legend. No, they're not. Who had a Hey? Who had a championship first before he came? We done with that conversation. The last time I checked with D Wade had a championship in '06 before both Wade and Bosh came. So what are you saying? You talking about they were peasants? Matter of fact, it was Shane Battier. But they won't tell you that. They'll say, "Oh yeah, LeBron, he did it all on his own and all this." No, you got a guy in Shane Battier who was one of the better defenders, one of the better both on ball and team defender, and was a shot maker too. Shout out to dude Shane Battier. What's up with it? Be nice. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. How you feeling, brother? You said they moving the goalposts for statues. Individual impactful players, not a team award. Man, that's not moving the goalposts. If we're gonna talk like that, be nice. Then okay, there's some guys that didn't bring no championship, but they getting statue. Charles Barkley got a statue for the Philadelphia 76ers. He didn't bring no championship. Both, and I'm just giving you an example. Karl Malone and Stockton, they ain't got no championships. But guess what? They got statues together. Okay? AI about to get a statue. Love AI. Shout out to Bubba Chuck. Ain't getting no championship though. Still getting a statue though. But you got to think about it. If we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about goalpost moving and all that other shit, then guess what? Then okay, Klay, which I don't see Klay. I don't see Klay as like a role player. Klay is a star, man. Some people would say even a superstar. He was one of the better two-way players in the league. Okay, they looking at it. Oh well, he don't dribble that much and all that other stuff. Well, you can look at it like that if you want to. But he was still a dynamic piece as well as Draymond to winning that championship. And people are gonna they're gonna get into the personal stuff about Draymond and stuff like that. But uh, I try to separate the two. We gotta look at it just basketball wise. And they shouldn't have a statue. Who shouldn't have a statue? Oh, now you capping. Who shouldn't have a statue? Right, exactly, Ted. Exactly. You don't need. Reggie Miller was effective without dribbling. Ray Allen, when he changed his game up because Ray Allen did used to dribble. Um, he didn't need to. No, he's not. How's he trash? He ain't trash. He had 20. He had 20. He had 28 last night. He had 25 or 28 last night. How you gonna be trash? Klay is not trash. Klay is not trash, man. He still, nigga. He had 30 off the bench one game. Had like 20 some odd points off the bench, man. You be selective when you talk about trash. And then on top of that, they beat the Bucks, man. Come on, man. But they lost to the Bulls last night because Steph Curry got hurt. The Bulls only won by 3, I think it was. Was it 125? 125, 122, something like that. Just well light without winning and positive team and city impact. Okay, but who you talking about though? Who you talking about? Because Klay Thompson was impactful. As I said before, he was. Okay, I'll put it to you like this: be nice. When you think of Steph, what do they say after that? They say Steph and Klay. Not that's not a good explanation for him having a statue. But what I'm saying is when you think of Steph, you think of Klay right along with it. Okay, yeah. Steph Curry, of course, he's gonna get a statue and everything like that. But okay, we gotta be honest. The knock on Steph was that he wasn't getting no Finals MVPs, right? Okay, so think about it. Think about it like this: he wasn't getting no Finals MVPs. So therefore, what does that mean? That means he had a supporting cast, right? Right? Be nice. No. Now you definitely capping. So AI don't need a statue. What about AI, Ryan? What about Shaquille O'Neal, Ryan? What about Kareem, Ryan? What about Magic, Ryan? What about Oscar? What about Oscar, Ryan? What about Will Chamberlain, Ryan? Come on now. Hey, look at and that's another one. Steve Nash. Yeah, you capping. You capping. Who else has scored 100 points? Oh, okay, all right. Nobody. Only other one that's been close to it is Kobe. That's it. You capping, man. No, I didn't say that. See, that's the thing. You're not hearing me. I didn't say that. I did not say that. What I said is he had a supporting cast. Okay? So don't take that and run with it, all right? I want to be clear. Go ahead, rewind it back. I did not say that supporting cast should get a statue. I did not say that. Okay, I want to make that abundantly clear. What I did say, though, is I said that Klay and Draymond, and it could be argued that they were just as important as a guy like Steph Curry. You got to think about it. Andre Iguodala had got a Finals MVP. Okay, but I'm not saying that he's deserving of a statue. Because Andre Iguodala wasn't a lifetime. He wasn't a lifetime. Well, one of the things the knock on Iguodala is that he wasn't a lifetime warrior. But I mean, some people. I'm not saying deserves a statue, but some people may feel like he does because he was an important piece to the Warriors. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that. I feel like Klay should get one and Steph should get one. Draymond is kind of iffy, you know what I'm saying? But some people do feel like Draymond should. And like I said, man, I like Draymond. I actually wanted Draymond Green on the Sixers, man. At one point, when he was really at his peak in terms of defensively, I wanted Draymond on the Sixers. They do have video footage of the 100-point game. No, he's not. Draymond isn't trash, man. He's not trash. You say it, man. You saying a lot, man. You doing a whole lot of capping right now, Ron. For real. You, for real, man. He not. Who is the ball handler? Who is the primary ball handler, man? Ron. A lot of those games. It's Draymond. He did a lot of stuff that went unnoticed. So maybe they should just put up a team statue and be done with it. I'm with it. Hey, you got to think about it because I was just talking about this with a friend yesterday. Listen, they induct full teams into the Hall of Fame. Like they okay, uh, and this is Ron Squad. The UTEP, the Texas Western 1966 team, they inducted that whole entire team into the Naismith Hall of Fame. You know why? Because they opened up the floodgates. I got a video on that too. They opened. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for that starting five of black players, listen, college basketball right now, and some would argue even as far as the pros, because of what was going on with the segregation and all of that other stuff. If it wasn't for them, listen, we wouldn't be where we're at. So they were good. All of them were dynamic players. But I'm just saying it like, okay, having a whole team as a statue, that's a good idea too, because it takes more than just one person. That that's just what I was talking about with the '96 finals. Jordan didn't do it all by himself. As a matter of fact, some people felt like Jordan played. He played poorly. So you can't always we can't always just be like, oh yeah, well, it was just one player. He scored all the points, so he should get a statue. No, you got to look at it like that. I'm not saying every goddamn role player, okay? I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, PJ Brown and Jamal McGlure and you know what I'm saying. Dale Davis should get a statue and no shit like that. Okay, be nice. I'm not talking about that, man. No, he's not. No, he's not. Bill Lambier. So you're saying Bill Lambier wasn't as dirty as Draymond? Come on, let's stop that, man. Bill Lambier was snatching motherfuckers out of the air. Bruce Bowen pretty much ended Vince Carter's career. Zaja Pachulia, whatever the fuck his name is, man, look what he did to Kawhi Leonard. That's dirty. Taking people's feet out. Come on, man. You up in here acting like Draymond's the dirtiest player in the world and all this other stuff, man. Dennis Rodman was dirty. As much as I like Dennis Rodman, he was dirty at the beginning of his career. Man, he pushed um uh what's his name Scottie Pippen into the stands. Rick Mahorn was undercutting people. Come on, man. No, he's not. Go back and go look at your. I have never seen anybody. I've never seen Draymond undercut anybody. That's dirty. You're not gonna win this, B. Now you talk about Draymond. That's the narrative about him. Has he done some dirty shit? Yeah, but he's not the dirtiest. So you're telling me that Draymond is more dirty than Bill Laimbeer? You got to be kidding me, man. Yeah, Grayson Allen. Yeah, man, he's dirty too. Man, taking people's feet out. Do you know you could pretty much end people's career? Like that's dangerous, man. You could actually hinder a person from actually never being able to walk the same. Draymond isn't the dirtiest player ever. Now, has he done some dirty shit? Yeah, absolutely. He done some stupid shit. Okay, I will I will say that, just stupid shit that he shouldn't have did. But he shouldn't be in the league right now. Okay, but you got a motherfucker that what's that dude name with the dreads? I forget his name, man. You you got this dude just sucker punching people for no damn reason. That dude that well, he shouldn't have went to jail, but that dude that played for the Pistons, I forget his name. He shouldn't be in the league right now. Or I tell you, man, don't listen, man. You can't let your feelings dictate that player. As a basketball player. Yeah, I was about to say Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, that motherfucker was about to go. He was about to go after the face of the league and LeBron. He like, man, he don't feel LeBron. But yo, hey, I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to ride out, man. It's good talking with y'all, man. Good chopping it up with y'all, man. I'll be back a little bit later. Hopefully y'all pull up. Be sure to hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also be sure to hit them notifications too. Until then, it's straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at y'all later.